Alright, so now my neighbor in Featherview here just logged in. Conrad here, or Polski Commando. What's up?
Not much, mate. Enjoying the city region play.
Are you planning to do anything with those processes, or you're just trying to rack in cash for now?
Rack and cash, that's all it's about. That
Oh,
was the initial project. I find it to be the easiest to get yourself going is, especially when not in sandbox mode, is to create a simple basic town which causes us very little traffic, which is create an avenue on two sides going perfectly horizontal against one another, and then in between just put little small streets in between with no intersections between them, so that way you avoid any traffic lights or anything which can cause traffic issues, and just build your funds up with that, and then get into the process of business as soon as possible and start
oh,
cashing in.
I just entered your city and there's like trees everywhere. It looks nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, and take a look right. Oh wow,
Yeah, it blends right in.
that is amazing.
I didn't know you could have the trees. I guess you just have to keep on spamming the button to get the trees down
Yes. Quite a lot. Quite a lot. I do like the aesthetic look of it. And it's come out a lot better in terms of problems with traffic, if anything.
like that.
So I've got very little traffic issues now that I've got the train finally set up. That was a bit of a big project and hard to chuck in, because as I was going, I was demolishing my initial base of the city and then squeezing in the new system of the city straight through it. And yeah, since the whole train wraps around the whole entire city, I was going straight through the old base, and
Yeah, I like that
but
design.
it's worked well.
I like how you have like the suburbs out on the edges of town, and the
Well,
skyscrapers in the
yes.
middle.
Yes, that's kind of what I've always liked to do and try and go for. It makes it look like an actual real massive metropolitan, but squeezed into this little unfortunate box that we've been given to use with. So obviously you want to make a much larger CBD area, central business district, even though it's not really commercial, it's all residential, because unfortunately that's all I have demand for, because I have quite a lot of vacant jobs, available jobs, 500 low wealth, 300 medium wealth, and only 18 high wealth, but can be a lot worse. But yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing some high commercial buildings go up, but they wouldn't survive. So I've gone with the residential.
Yeah, they're probably going to my city then, because I have some commercial. But I don't. I only have low wealth at the moment. Maybe I should go for high wealth and medium wealth.
I think my high wealth workers, if anything, will be going to the processor factories, and I've got a small little area with a few high tech buildings. So if anything, I do have a few jobs available for them, but as I can see, there's no unemployment issues with them. So things are going along smoothly, and pretty much right now it's just about putting in little barbecue pits, playgrounds here and there, rides, blacktop parks, little things that'll keep the citizens of my city a little bit happier.
Do you guys ever know if the SimCopter thing for the town hall does anything?
And not
looks
that I've
cool.
realised.
Yeah, I think it's just decorative.
Oh, you pay a lot of money for that. I think it's like 700 expenses per hour.
Yeah, it's just a
Wow.
money sink.
Yeah.
500 per hour.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I don't even see the chopper come in.
Neither have I during my gameplay. And by the way, boys, I've recorded the whole entire construction of the city as well, so I'll be chucking that up on YouTube as well.
Oh,
Nice.
To my channel.
So there you guys have it. I'm going to have the link to his video in the description box.
I just did a bit of recording of it myself.
Whoops.
Down in the doobly-doo.
In the doobly-doo.
One thing I know that I can do is upgrade my power plant, my nuclear power plant, but it depends how much sewage I get. If people start sending me their sewage, then I'll be able to have infinite water.
You want to buy from me?
Yeah, bring
Alright.
down all your sewage to me. I'm more than happy to take it all.
Oh, I thought you meant you want, or I was asking if you want to buy power from me instead.
Oh no, I've got no problems with power. It's
Oh, okay.
with the power, it's if you're running a nuclear power plant, you need a lot of water. So
Yeah.
if you're getting all the sewage from everyone and got a treatment facility, then you should be sweet to be rocking like a 600 watt power supply. I mean, power station, megawatt.
I wish the garbage dump when it incinerates garbage generates power like in SimCity 4.
Oh, they had one of them, yeah.
Waste
That was
of
pretty
power.
cool.
Or at least you could research something like that in the university.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Make
would
it a
be a
different
cool
add-on.
option.
I like the researching aspect when I first played this game. It made it much more interesting.
They haven't really explored into that too much.
Yeah.
I feel like
Everything's
it
already
should
been
be
researched.
a more integral part of the game.
I think I'm going to switch over to maybe make some high wealth in the center of town. Yeah. Have you guys ever noticed the SimCity launch park? When you zoom on it, it has like SimCity servers on it, and it's
Yeah.
like it has sparks coming out of it.
They're all shorting out. It's a little poke at themselves.
At least they're aware, you know. I'm not gonna sweep it under the rug, I guess.
It happens with every large MMO style launch.
Yeah.
Never seen it not happen where the servers burn down. So Yuttho, are you finding that you have more terraforming options with the new bridge tools?
It saves a lot of time with the road tools, but sometimes I have to do the manual terraforming to get some things I want. But I don't really do it like the old-fashioned way. I try to use the tool to manually terraform to make things even quicker.
Well, something I just did is that if you drag a tunnel through a mountain, and then you immediately remove the tunnel, then you get a bit of a road that's kind of dug into the terrain a bit
Yeah.
that you wouldn't
kinda
normally
what
be
I
able to
do.
get there.
I do that for trenches, if I want the trench like flat and stuff. Or go deeper in with a tunnel. Well, I just plopped in a high wealth park and already I have a bunch of high wealth moving in. I guess I'll leave that area high wealth. But I'm losing 3,000 an hour right now. You know what? I don't think I need the cruise ship dock.
Your priorities.
So what are you finding more funner? Strict Coast or your old town?
They both have their own charms. Strict Coast is more of like a technical challenge, while city I was working on before is just kind of the design challenge, but I'm also really used to that since I've done a lot of flat cities. Whoops.
Oh.
So this is kind of a nice change of pace. Trying to get buildings squeezed in wherever you can.
Is Brian still here?
Oh yeah, I'm just
Oh.
playing in my city, spacing. Actually, I've played in that hilly little terrain you have over there. What's the name of the city again?
You mean the one that's just a giant cliff?
Yeah, the Strict Coast.
Oh, the one I'm on?
That's it.
I don't know what it was originally called.
Yeah, I've played there before. It is very difficult.
When I got the email saying that that I was in the competition or whatever this is, the region play, and it said that I was in Titan Gorge, I definitely got on and looked at each and every single map to figure out which one I wanted to claim.
Did you get what you wanted? Or?
I got one of like my top 3.
That's good.
I got my second pick.
I think, what's his name? Rox Cologne was like the last one to get on, but he ended up getting the city that he asked for, and he was like the first one to ask for a city.
That worked out.
Yeah.
Lucky guy.
I actually wanted the plot that Zot chose first. It's just to play around on the river. But I got this second one over here. It's on the river as well. So, not really, you know, same thing, I guess.
Yeah, originally I was just going to grab a completely flat terrain, but I've done that too much, so give myself a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, me too.
I definitely like having some sort of hill or something to work around.
How about that Edgewater Bay map where one of the plots just has a giant hill in the middle of it? Yeah, your video has that, Brian.
Yeah, I don't really like playing on that map.
What is it called? Mason Hill or something?
Mason Hill, yeah. It's not an easy one to build on. Kind of gets in the way.
Yeah, it takes a lot of real estate.
I'm still trying to reassemble my S key. This is the worst, guys.
Just never pan down. Just turn your screen around and go up.
Just don't use it, Joe. You'll be fine. You have arrow keys, right? I can never type anymore, though. Which is what I'm going to be doing once we get off of here. I'm procrastinating like 3 different essays.
Funnily enough, I'm procrastinating playing SimCity. I should be recording my Viewers Point region right now.
My city is looking a lot better than it did last night.
I have to say that Gray Edge that I'm at is definitely the most successful city I've ever done.
That's good.
Which I'm happy about, since it's the public debut.
I think it's our energy that surrounds you.
It
Or
seems
the
to have
aura.
gone one of 2 ways with a lot of people here. The energy's either made people build something really nice, or some people got really frustrated trying to perform and ended up messing up. Because I know Flux and Strict really didn't like their initial cities.
Yeah, I've realised Flux has gone for initial very similar setup to what I've got in my city with 2 access points on either side, where it was normally initially a straight line straight through the region, but now he's gone for the kind of half square on a diagonal shape, bit of a triangle.
I haven't even looked at his city yet.
I think he's just set up the base for his entrance.
Wait, are we talking about Flux? Or
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Flux. Yeah, I've realised he's gone for the similar triangle entrance look that I've input into my city.
And Prox Cologne had a easy start with that 3 billion cash. He didn't have to go into that grid in the beginning.
Well, I had extra money.
Brian Wright last night rocked up to 50 mil just with like 130 or 140,000 population.
Yeah.
Actually, I got up over 600,000,
Whoa!
Whoa.
and then
Yeah.
cranked up the taxes to 20%, and I was raking in 90,000 an hour for quite a long time.
Jeez.
Geez, your citizens would have been happy.
Was that just? Yeah, that's all tax revenue, right?
Yeah, that's all the money I made was all tax revenue.
I'm sure they would have even been more happy once they heard that it was sent out to different cities.
Foreign aid.
Foreign aid, that's right. Take the money from the poor and give it to others.
I wish we could go with progressive taxation. That'd be fun.
It's fun
So
playing with traffic, where I just mess around with these roads and all these cars just start flooding into a road that I just finished. It's weird. Oh, sorry. You were going to say something.
No, you're fine. Did all of you guys start out with the grid stuff?
Yeah.
Just start out on grids, or did you immediately start curving and making it look awesome?
Well, I drew my first big original avenue, and that used all my money. So I started building a bunch of dirt roads with a grid. It didn't last long, though.
I was happy that other people were playing at a speed to where I was able to just immediately start buying the electricity and the water and the sewage and all the basic utilities, to where I didn't have to worry about that by the time that my city got up and going enough to where it was necessary. Gosh darn it, I put my S key back down and I got it all put together again, and now it's freaking out. So now I have to take it back off. Try it again.
Jeez.
Trying to build the Washington Monument on top of this tiny little hill, but it doesn't want to go.
Are you guys all specialized in something?
Taxes for me.
I wanted to do university and research, but Brian got it all covered.
I still have this defunct ore mine from this city.
But I'm gonna keep the university for now for aesthetics.
Yeah, I put the university back just for aesthetics as well.
I moved it.
Do you have all the schools down?
I actually only put 3. Let's see, which ones did I put? I know I put science, business, and law. Because law helps with crime, science helps with high tech, and business helps with commercial. Then I have 2 dorms. And as a backup, I know all the departments in the city hall were covered, but I got it completely maxed out except for Department of Education, which is really good, because if somebody else's cities gets destroyed by the lizard or something, and that's the only city that has those departments, it closes it for everybody.
Yep. By the way, speaking of disasters, have you realized that the faster speed gameplay you play this game, the more disasters you incur?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I think it's, the faster your population grows, the more likely you're going to have issues with disasters, crime, and health.
Oh.
Yep.
So I guess...
You know, last night I only had 2 disasters.
I only had 1.
Yep, 1 as well.
Someone last
I
night
had a zombie
had
outbreak.
I think I almost never have disasters, so I guess that...
What exactly do the zombies do?
Kill people
They
or
just
eat people.
they just go from house to house, gorging people's brains, and the house becomes empty. It becomes like as if it's been burnt down or people have moved out.
Like rubble
So
or
you just-
abandoned or whatever?
Yeah, that's it. So you just have to demolish it.
Yeah, they just kill your population essentially.
I think it's supposed to simulate like
Less traffic.
a plague or something, but a bit more fun. Because it comes out of the clinics, I think, if you have health issues.
Yes, medical
Yeah.
clinics.
What are your guys' population?
I have
Um,
100K.
I dropped down to 80, or actually 90,000 now.
This city's at 70.
I'm at 89.
24.3.
Step it up, man.
Living the high life.
Everybody knows everybody in your town.
That's it.
Man, I just have... I don't know what's happening here. It's just a lot of people coming in and coming out of my city. Creates some gridlocks. Not sure what's happening. I only have about... I have 100 workers going to your city, Conrad.
Thought it was more than that initially. I've got
Oh, you
460 commuting in low wealth on my detail panel. I'll have a look on region.
you have 284 shoppers coming into mine.
Yes, that makes sense, being more of a residential region. Let's see, shoppers, no workers, that's what I'm, no, yeah, workers, there we go. 460 workers commuting in, and then I've got 23 workers commuting to your joint, and then I've got 41 commuting to Tamohan's Sundance, and 85 to Diego's Spring Lake Heights.
You guys both have bus terminals, right? You and Zat.
Yes.
I guess I'll just lay a connection there. Connect with you guys with the bus.
I'm getting about just under 10k worth of resident riders coming into my bus terminal. Garbage dump almost full. Okay. Yes it is. Yes it is.
SimCity does not lie. Oh, now you plagued me, man. Now mine's flashing red too. Running out of capacity. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Excuse me.
Guess we're all concentrating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Hospital right next to the dump makes sense, right?
I don't question
Yeah,
it.
just toss out the dead bodies.
No need for the morgue.
Ooh, that was sick.
You got to go somewhere. City sizes are too small for graveyards.
Well, they do have the
Speaking of
incinerator.
graveyards,
set
that's
up.
something that's missing in this game.
They do
Not
take a
they
lot of
had in-
space though. In SimCity.
Graveyards would be nice in this game, like they had in 4.
I never
New
knew where to put
DLC,
them.
Graveyard Land.
So would one of the notifications be your graveyard or your cemeteries are running out of capacity? Add more tombstones.
Gotta individually place the tombstones down like add-ons.
They come in blocks of like 10.
No, you gotta do them individually and carve unique inscriptions in each one.
Each one has a monthly cost.
Families have the option to reserve.
Or maybe add it on to the churches. Do that.
That makes sense. Put it in the backyard of the church. Those little graveyards. You think churches are overpowered since they're free and just give happiness willy-nilly?
Yeah.
I've never put down a church. Maybe I will.
Sacrilege. How did I have so many sick people but no deaths? Oh yeah. I guess in the process of revamping this city I got rid of all of the industry.
Ground pollution could still be there.
Oh, there's a lot of ground pollution. I can actually see it all over the place. But now I'm having issues with freight.
Not enough places to ship freight shipments.
No freight producers.
I'll be right back.